Well, happy Wednesday, everybody. Do have a very wintry Wednesday out there here for us across the Red River Valley. And here's a look at some early snow reports we've gotten so far. Petersburg area 5.5, 5 in Langdon and Oberon. Portal picked up 12 inches so far, but looks like the snow is winding down there in the Portal area. Lakota seeing 6.5 inches, Devil's Lake 5.5, Michigan 7 inches, and Crosby picked up just under a foot so far. So here's a live look from our Valley Sky Cam. This is South Fargo seeing mainly rain and wet roadways right now, but as temperatures fall tonight, wet roadways mixed with perhaps some fresh snow could cause some slippery conditions really anywhere here across the valley as those temperatures look to fall in the overnight hours. So although it may be raining, watch out for those temperatures to drop and possibly some of those puddles or wet roadways to freeze over. So here's a look at the radar right now. Big picture shows still some warm air toward the south, still some rain showers there in the Fargo area, perhaps near Detroit Lakes down toward Fergus Falls. Things look pretty quiet, just some rain showers. It's up the I-29 corridor. We're seeing some of that more organized snowfall. And looking at one of these heavier bands right here, just west of Grand Forks, you see that kind of darker blue there. That's those heavier bands of snowfall that could produce those locally heavier amounts of snowfall than other areas may see. And as we zoom this out, we'll see that we have seen that 3 to 5 inches of snowfall that we were calling for here in this area, but because of those heavier bands of snow, have seen some isolated locations, very narrow bands of 7 to 12 inches in this area so far. But you can see the snow is ending in these areas, and now we're shifting our attention to our Minnesota neighborhoods. Thief River Falls seen just north of there, just south of Newfolden, another one of those heavier bands. So again, a quick 1 to 2 inches, perhaps even more than that, is possible in these heavier bands of snowfall as those are pushing toward the east with this system. Some lighter snowfall down toward the Crookston area, Fosston as well. Looking to the south, this is where we're seeing still that mix over from snow to that rain. And notice Fargo is in the green, so looking at rainfall right now in the Fargo area, but that colder air and those snow showers are moving slowly but surely toward the FM area. Castleton maybe seeing that change over from from rain to snow right now. Valley City's in that colder air, all snow flurries in that location. But off toward the Detroit Lakes area, look at this. You see kind of that pocket of white almost on the radar. That's where we could be seeing some heavy freezing rain or some wintry mix in that area, because that's cold, a lot of moisture moving into a cold air mass. So things could be getting slippery there in Detroit Lakes and Perham area as well, as that location is right along that rain-snow line that we always talk about that could produce that freezing rain before the snow officially fully sets in. Bemidji also seeing some of that heavier snow moving up from the southwest into your area as well. So still a lot of activity going on as we head through this evening. By 10 o'clock, you do see that snowfall does look to move into the Fargo-Moorhead area. So that northerly wind will bring a much colder air in to our area as well, and that cold air looks to change everything over to snow as we go through the overnight hours. Now, because it's only a light snowfall expected in Fargo, still only expecting a dusting to perhaps 2 inches of snowfall as that system pushes through in the late hours by 7:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. So heading out to work tomorrow, northerly winds make it chilly in the teens for most, lower to middle 20s for the southern neighborhoods. The snow is gone. Still could be some icy spots because of that freezing of the water on the roadways. So just be on the lookout for some patchy, icy spots tomorrow morning. But then high pressure moves in, still a bit on the breezy side, and still cool for tomorrow. It'll be a little bit windy with that wind out of the north tomorrow. Temperatures starting off in the teens, so much cooler, cool enough to freeze any of those puddles on the roadway. So just keep that in mind. Maybe give yourself a couple extra minutes to get to work tomorrow. Winds will be busy out of the northwest at 10 to 20, but high pressure looks to move in nicely for us, so plenty of sun expected. Not expecting too much melting of the snow, though, tomorrow, because teens and 20s are not really conducive to the melting of any of the snow we've seen today. So for the planner, high pressure moves in later on tomorrow, decreasing clouds for Thursday, high pressure and warm, Andrea, for the weekend. Look at that, near 40 both days. So that'll be enough to melt any snowfall we got today. And then we keep things pretty quiet for next week. But there's a system that could impact some locations regionally for the Thanksgiving week that we are watching very carefully because of the possible travel implications that could have. So, of course, we'll update as that draws closer.
All right. Thanks, Nathan.
Yeah.
10 Democratic presidential hopefuls are facing off in the 5th Democratic debate tonight. This one comes